Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. This is another edition of the Morning Mac Show. And I am in the studio, but I'm not at home in the studio. I'm out, but that's okay. I got my side piece, my bottom girl, Miss Bernice Smith. That's my baby cakes. She with me today. Bernice Smith, say good morning.
Good morning, everybody, and happy MLK Day.
Yay! They're gonna be marching the Southeast today on MLK.
Yeah,
The
they
man said
always do.
she said she gonna be marching. How come they don't be shooting then? They shoot any other day. They don't shoot out there when she march. But we
Yeah.
also got a treat y'all in the house tonight. She is back fresh from her work vacation from Puerto Rico. Miss Michelle Pucciarelli.
Good morning, everyone. Happy MLK Day. It's good to see everyone again. While I love Puerto Rico, I do have to say I missed everybody here.
Oh, okay. I'm glad everybody had a good time. I just want to say to all your Commander fans, a Redskins fan, sorry that you didn't make it to the playoffs and the wild card, but maybe next time, maybe next time y'all can be even considered, for the Super Bowl. But I'm sorry I didn't make it to the playoffs. That's all I got to say. And the rest of the teams that didn't get a chance, you guys did good and played good, but you just didn't. Almost don't count, right?
Don't get me started on those Commanders.
I almost don't count. Look, you can tell I'm a Dallas fan, and we play tonight.
I hope
I
y'all
know
lose.
somebody's gonna get me for that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I had an uneventful weekend this weekend, except for Friday. Friday, we celebrated for one of our plug sisters, Miss Nene. She's a active listener. She always listens to us and everything. And it was a surprise. She was totally shocked because her birthday isn't like until January the 30th. But her boo thing, Rico the edutainer wanted to surprise her, and it was a lovely surprise. She was like, "This, oh my gosh!" She was like, you guys." So she was totally stoked, and she do like I do. She celebrate the whole month. So again, happy birthday, Miss Nene. And again, I'm gonna say it again on her 30th, but you know how we do. I got to give her some loves. I think is she a Pisces, Bernice, or Aquarius?
I think that's an
That's Aquarius.
Aquarius.
That's the That's Aquarius. That's at the Capricorn. So I got to give her some love. Anyway, so how was y'all weekend? What y'all do? Bernice?
I didn't do much of anything. I went to church. I just relaxed this weekend. They get ready to start the MLK parade over this side. I'm looking out the window right now. They got the
Uh-oh.
police walking off the street, so they about to start this event.
I know that's right. I know that's right. She need to be handing out gifts and stuff for the people. MLK, what she need to be doing something to celebrate. We need to get something
She ain't gonna give
today.
us nothing. She don't care about this war, honey.
She just want to march. This is a photo opportunity.
Mm.
Michelle, what you do this weekend?
I was still in Puerto Rico this weekend, so I was not doing much of anything except sitting on the beach.
No, well, me and Bernice do not want to hear about that because we was
I'm
not there with you. But we don't want to hear about it. Bernice, you want to hear about her sitting on the beach drinking
Yes,
lovely
I do.
cocktails by the water,
Yes,
beautiful
I
weather,
do. Yes, I do
and,
because
and,
I
and
have a
sexy,
vivid
and sexy
imagination.
men.
I have a vivid imagination, so I can imagine what it looks like until I get there, baby.
Oh, it's
Tell it,
beautiful.
oh girl.
I've been there a couple of times. It's beautiful. The water and it's actually blue. I mean, it's because not like the water that Virginia Beach or Ocean City.
Yeah,
It's
everything's
not like
blue.
that gray tide going up. It's actually real blue, pretty water.
My only complaint about Puerto Rico is that we may have had a Uber driver that was a lot lit. So that was my least favorite part of Puerto Rico. But other than that, everything was great.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
that's what's up.
I've actually never left the country. Never left the country. But my first
But
goal,
Puerto Rico, you're not leaving the country. Puerto
Well,
Rico is United
it's
States
never-
territory.
I've
It's a
never been
territory.
anywhere like that. Period.
You don't even need a passport. You don't even need a passport. It's like
Mhm.
Vegas. You just get on the plane and go.
You can.
That's all.
My first
So
thing is a cruise, and I'm gonna plan that because they got payment plans. I'm trying to go where I'm gonna see that water meet where it doesn't crash into each other. That's where I'm
Mhm.
going.
I have to say,
Well,
growing up on Staten Island, Puerto Rico is such a prettier island.
Mm, yeah. Well, let's get into the tea. I love this part of the segment. I call it gossip. Molly call it news. It's spill the tea with Lady B. Let's spill the tea, honey. What's going on in the news?
So let's get to this tea this morning. Okay. A California man, he stepped out of his car. He stepped out of his car to take a phone call. Moments later, a 4-foot boulder crushed his vehicle.
Yeah.
Crushed it. I wish y'all could see these pictures. It's
I seen it.
It's a lucky California man happened to exit his car in Malibu moments before a 4-foot boulder crushed it. He said his car was totaled after a rock the size of the whole hood landed on his sedan. Heavy storms left many roads and highways impassable and prone to mudslides last week. So this man, that was a blessing, honey. That was a blessing.
No,
he got that
his
call at the right
girlfriend.
Mhm.
They said that he got out the car to answer the phone call. His girlfriend was calling him, and he said she literally saved his life. Because had she not called, he when they got out, got that phone call. That's something. That's really something to think about. Woo! In the
Yes,
nick of
Lord.
time.
Mhm.
So in our next bit of tea, Alabama basketball player Darius Miles arrested, charged with capital murder.
What?
Yep. It says Alabama player Darius Miles was arrested and charged with capital murder Sunday, according to the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office website. I need to get my glasses. He and another man were charged with capital murder after a fatal shooting near campus.
Yeah. And the other man is a DC resident right up here, high school student. I forgot the young man's name. If it said in the article, yes. Yes. Mhm. So DC native going to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, shooting up people. And they said that the guy that he was shooting at or something, Bernice, correct me if the story's wrong, but I read that the guy that he was shooting at, he missed him and hit a lady in the next car.
Yeah.
He didn't even shoot who he was shooting at. They need shooting lessons. If you gonna go out here
Lord.
brandish a firearm, please,
Some target
these people
practice.
don't never hit who they shooting at.
Mm-mm. There's way too much anger out there in this world. Them boys were
Yes.
playing ball. He had such an opportunity, and you're gonna throw it away for what? Over some anger?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why people need to get control of that. And mental health is important again. It's
Amen.
important because we need to learn how to control our emotions because 1 second can change the rest of our life. And this is what happened to this young man. He ruined his whole life for that moment of anger. So our next bit of tea, a man asked to borrow a victim's cell phone in Brooklyn on Brooklyn Street, transfers himself money on Cash App. So police are searching for a man who used a victim's cell phone to transfer himself money through Cash App earlier this month. It say the incident happened on January 8th around 11:15 a.m. in front of 600 block of Bushwick Avenue. After the suspect asked the 30-year-old victim to borrow his cell phone, he used the victim's bank and Cash App to transfer himself money, according to officials. The man then fled with the victim's cell phone. Cops did not say how much money was transferred. They're asking anyone with information to contact the police. That's why you gotta be careful letting people use your phone these days, honey. I don't trust nobody. Oh, you
my
No, it wasn't that. Just that. It was the Cash App. He done made the man give me your cell phone and stole the money via Cash App.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I hand my phone to no one. My entire life is on my phone. You're gonna have to try and hold that hands.
If somebody say they got an emergency, I will dial the number for you and put it on speaker, baby. You're not touching my phone.
Mm-hmm. That's terrible. They always figure out a new way to come up with a con. Ain't that something?
Yeah. As we all know, for the next bit of tea, Kanye West and Mystery Blonde married in private ceremony.
This was true?
No. No.
That's honey. Kanye West reportedly just tied the knot with a Yeezy employee named Bianca Censari in a small Beverly Hills ceremony. According to the outlet, the Grammy winner, 45, and his new wife, who worked as an designer for the fashion brand, as seen on Link, exchanged wedding rings and said "I do" without filing a marriage certificate that would make their union legally binding.
No, I don't believe that. No.
As an HR person, I'm telling you, that's a bad idea.
He's doing everything to get back at Kim. Oh, no, he didn't.
That's some pettiness.
Hey, but my thing is, Kanye is looking for love. He's never going to find the love that he had in his mother. That's never going to happen.
First of all, he ain't looking for his mother. He looking getting love from other people. These women don't look nothing like his mama.
They don't look like his mother, but he's still speaking that, and he put out there that he gave up his mother for this career. You know how they talk about the Illuminati
sacrifice,
yeah, and what happens, and that boy hasn't been right since that took place.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, going out and just marrying somebody, looking for love, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know if I would hope he would get his head right. He's just doing this. This is like, again, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results when you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, I pray that he gets the help and the peace that he needs.
Prayers.
Yeah. So the next bit of news: 6 hurt, 1 critically after crash in Northwest DC.
Mm.
Mm.
It says 6 people were hurt, one of them critically, when 2 cars crashed and one of them collided with the National Housing Center building in Northwest DC on Sunday. The crash happened just before 6:15 p.m. at 15th Street and Massachusetts Avenue, authorities said. 2 vehicles were involved, but details about how the crash happened were not immediately available. The victims were all people inside of the vehicles. 1 person was transported with critical life-threatening injuries. 5 other people were also taken to the hospital. Three others were evaluated at the scene and declined further treatment. There was no structural damage done to the building.
Mm.
Yep.
Wow.
So you just never know what's going to happen, honey.
Mm-mm.
So DC, the next story, DC community calls for transparency. Remembers 13-year-old shot by city employee. They got that much information. With a cold wind
I
blowing,
gotta go out
family,
and
friends, and
leave
neighbors.
out.
With a cold wind blowing, family, friends, and neighbors of Kayron Blake remembered him, the 13-year-old who was shot to death last week by a homeowner in DC's in the DC neighborhood. The thing is, they still haven't released this man's name. There still has not been an arrest. We are demanding that they arrest this man because, like I said, if it was anybody else, they would have been arrested, no questions asked. There's some kind of connection with this man and the city.
Is it a white man? Not that
They
it
don't know
matters.
yet. They're not.
That's some
But the
bullshit.
police,
That's
the police are saying it wasn't racially motivated. But you know, it's crazy out here. You just don't know these days. I
so.
swear you don't.
So what's the problem coming forth with the details and what happened?
Exactly. And he shot this little boy multiple times. Not just one, multiple times after he said he saw him breaking into several cars. If you sat there and watched this little boy break into several cars, you had time to call the police instead of taking matters into your own hands. He needs to be arrested and justice needs to be served.
Yes.
Yep.
No. I don't understand why it was a child. A child. That's the kind of value we are putting on a child's life.
Yeah. So they're talking about a new DC bill. It says Washington could become a more dangerous city if the DC Council votes Tuesday as currently planning to override Mayor Bowser's veto of a bill that decreases punishments for violent crimes such as carjacking, home invasion, burglaries, robberies, and even homicides. The far-reaching rewrite of the criminal code will further tie the hands of police and prosecutors while overwhelming courts. With the capital city awash in handguns, the measure would also scale back penalties for convicted felons illegally carrying firearms as well as for using them to commit crimes. The bill eliminates life sentences and gets rid of mandatory minimums for every crime but first-degree murder. The maximum penalty for someone convicted of a violent felony while using a gun to commit more violence would drop to 4 years from 15. This is not an evidence-based approach to public safety. The data is clear. The firearms offenders are at a higher rate and more quickly than those who committed crimes without guns. Maximum sentences are seldom pursued under the status quo, if ever. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. She talking about she gonna make the city more safe. How you gonna make the city safer if you're eliminating penalties?
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous.
For violent offenders?
Yeah.
Just let them walk down the street. Just say you're sorry, you're good.
Yeah. This is I think this is her way of getting rid of majority black people because black people are gonna be scared. They're gonna run. She's
You
trying to. She's
Mhm.
using everything she can to get us to move out of here, and a lot of people are running. A lot of people are running. But it's gonna be okay until it hit her home. While they passing these laws, all the little city council people, when it hits your home, don't expect it to be any more than what we get. Because your people, just like us, your title doesn't make you better. It's gonna hit your home. Karma is real. You reap what you sow. So remember that when somebody snatch your mama purse or something.
Seriously. I will never understand how they lessen sentences for violent offenses, but we're still, throwing people in jail and not really trying to help any of those people who may have gone away for less violent offenses.
Yeah, I really don't understand
Like,
that.
it's like you said, they are intentionally trying to purge the city by that action.
Yes, they are. So a bit of good news. An Uber driver
They
donates.
are here, people.
The last story is good news. An Uber driver donates kidney to passenger. Uber driver Tim Letts gave passenger Bill more than a 5-year, more than a 5-star drive. In the summer of 2021, Letts picked up his passenger from a medical appointment and drove him to his home in Salem, New Jersey. They chatted during the 40-minute journey, and Let's learn that his passenger had just been told he needed to find a kidney donor. At the end of the ride, Let's told his passenger, God must have put you in the car, and he offered to be his donor. That about floored me, the passenger said. I was shaking so bad I could barely write his name or number. After ongoing tests, it was determined that Let's was a match. And
Oh,
in December 2021, the transplant surgery took place. It was a success. A year later, the passenger said his life is almost back to normal. He wants people who are in similar situations to know there is hope, and said if he hadn't shared his story with he said if he hadn't shared my story with Tim, I would have never gotten a kidney because he would not have known I needed one. Giving a kidney is actually a gift of life, and I feel so fortunate to have that gift.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
that is a sweet story. And also, you hear all those stories about people who are looking for transplants and how hard of a match it is to find someone. And this dude is just in an Uber. That was a miracle. That was that in my mind. That's a miracle. That was amazing, and that was very kind of the man to do.
Yes, it is. And he must be hella healthy. I'm gonna tell you that. Yes, Lord. But that's definitely a gift, and I'm happy that he got one.
Speaking of healthy, ladies, ha ha ha! We're talking about healthy today, honey. Today's topic. Was you finished with was that the last story, Bernice?
Yes, and Reese, I don't know if you made the show public, but I just got a message saying make your show public.
Yeah, I just did it.
Okay.
I just did it. Woo! Okie dokie. Because I just got a call from Slicky. That's who kicked me off. Because I was coming to y'all from the car thing. I couldn't do it that way because I was on the car. Anyway, yes, I did. I made it public. So it's public now. So he probably was calling me to step over. So where y'all at? Wait, yeah, you ain't made the show public. It's public now. Thank you, Slicky. And thank you. I'm home now, guys, as you can tell. So we can get on with this hot topic today. For those of you who did not like our show Friday, sorry, so sad. Sorry, not sorry. But
it was
but
a good show. What you mean? It was
What happened on Friday, yo?
Thank you. It wasn't filthy enough for some people. Some people said it wasn't exciting enough. It wasn't freaky enough. It was enough. It was informative. It got what you need to get done. But this show today is not going to be freaky either. But we're going to ask this question for those of you guys who like sex out there in a healthy relationship, right? How often do you have sex in a healthy relationship? When you're in a good road rhythm, how often do you have sex? For me, I would look at it. It depends on the age group that you targeted. When you're in your 20s and young, early beginning part of sex, you might do it every day. When you get your 30s or 40s, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. You know, when you get 50 and above, yeah, you'd be good if you get it once a week. Who knows? I don't know. So I mean, I'm not one to ask because I'm asexual, meaning I'm not having sex with nobody. I'm not, I'm celibate. That's what I am. So for right now, but before when I was out there, I would want it every day. But I could never find a partner who could give it to me every day. So I don't know how it is, you know. So since we have our resident sexpert, that's what I call Michelle, Mrs.
Well,
Sexpert.
thank you.
Can you, Bernice? Is Michelle our resident sexpert? Bernice, what you think?
Yeah, she got a lot of experience.
I have experience. That is true.
She has experience with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
That all things sex. But before Michelle, before you get in and tell us the sexpert thing, let's take it from me and Bernice.
Yes.
I said that I never had it all day, every day. I wanted it all day. So Bernice, the question to you is, how often in a healthy relationship do you have sex? We gotta ask normal people first because we know Michelle not normal.
Well, for me, I mean, if it's a healthy relationship and I'm happy, my partner stimulates me. So it can be anytime. I can look at him and be like, yeah. So I can't put a number on it, because I'm 49 and I have 9 kids, so I done worked out a whole lot. So now I'm in my mildest state.
Oh, you another professional. Oh.
I worked out. I was a mom at 18, so I worked it out. I worked hard because I had 2 sets of twins, so I had to put in some work. But other than that, I mean, it depends on my partner. And if it's healthy, yeah, it can be quite often. And what I learned is intimacy is not only intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it could be, like I say, it depends on my partner. If I'm happy,
I'm talking about intercourse. We talking about straight up getting it in, getting it freaking snicking. We talking about getting it pounding. We talking about getting it in. We talking about doing the deed, the horizontal poker, the poke in, poke out, the hokey pokey. You talking about getting down with the get down. Ain't talking about the caressing and all that. You talking about putting in that work.
Yeah. Well, for me, like I say, it really depends on my partner. It really depends on my partner. If I'm happy in a healthy relationship, yeah, it can be all the time for me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I just, for me, the way I was taught growing up is you make sure you take care of your man's needs because his sex drive might be higher than mine. And I might not feel like it, but I'm like, lady, go ahead and do your thing.
Lady B, I'm sorry. Do you see what Slicky wrote in the comments?
I saw what Slicky wrote.
He ain't riding this ride, so he can get over that.
Slicky is boy, I tell you.
I like singles, men. Single.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, Lady B. I feel like I missed out on a lot of good sex. I feel like when I look, I thought I was, in like Flint, but now that I look back and see everybody else, I missed out on a lot. Shoot, dang. So Michelle.
Is it my turn now? Oh boy.
Oh, get it, Michelle. I'm waiting for this.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be a shocker for anyone. In a perfect world, in my marriage, even when it was bad, I was having sex every day. That's me. Yeah, that is me. And again, I
wanted that. That's what I wanted.
What's that? It's the partners that I've had. It's the partners that I have that I am a very sexual person. When I'm really attracted to you, like my workout is not going to the gym. My workout is going to my bedroom. It feels good. I release stress. I know how to get the job done, and I will coach that gentleman to help get the job done because it is supposed to be a mutually beneficial experience for the both of us. Now, am I saying, is that always how I'm going to be? And like Bernice said, sex is more than intercourse too. So it's the way I kind of vibe off a person, connect with the person, the way you touch me, the way you kiss me. If you're willing to sacrifice, you make time for me, that turns me on. When men don't make time for me, guess what gets all dried up? And I'm like, peace out, buddy.
Yes, Lord.
You
She
know,
said, gets all dried up.
it
Yep,
will.
that's
It
it.
will. It will. It
Yes,
really will.
I agree.
But in like Bernice, in my mind, in a healthy relationship, it is for me. It's that physical connection. So in my perfect world, it would be every day. When my boyfriend dumped me and I had to get back out into the world again, I was more upset about, God, how am I going to find that partner that's going to understand that I'm a sexual person and I want to do these things every day? Not because, it just feels good. It's my stress relief. When I gave up drinking, Bernice, now this isn't a good reason, but when I gave up drinking, that was my release then. And I had a boyfriend to go to. It was a comfort. Like, yeah, I might have replaced one thing with another, but hey, I'm not getting passed out drunk, hitting my head on things. I'm releasing and having a good time, and I'm aware and I'm responsible and I'm being safe when I do it.
Wow. So see, you when it do depend on age, because I would think when you're younger, yeah, you could do it every day, and when you're in middle age, not so young, maybe 4 or 5 times a day.
Well,
What is I guess saying? Right, I'm at that age where I'm just reaching my peak. I didn't reach my peak when I was younger. I am now
I agree.
like fine wine. I am vintage now, and I desire to have it every day because I never had it every day. So I wonder what's it like. My mind is like, ooh, doing that every day, but every day at least once a day.
Yeah.
You know, some people say a woman body can't take all that. Men bodies can't take all of that. I don't know. I never tried it, never put it to the limit. So I don't know. But in a good, healthy relationship, I would think when you come home, when you see your partner, you write that chemistry turn each other on, and you will want to get it in. You come home from work. I was young once. You
Mm.
come home from work and they throwing you over the kitchen counter, or you in the sexual position, sexual seduction, get in that play. I mean, hey, I've been there before. I'm not a total square. Been
Yeah.
movie theaters, bus, metro, dinner tables. Hey,
I think the frequency,
Yeah.
I think that the frequency like has to do with age. Like the younger you are, you can get it in a lot more in one day versus now that I'm 45, I know what I like and I'm good with like, again, once a day. You're going for quality now, not
Yeah.
quantity.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Exactly. And let me respond real quick. DJ Slicky Boo Boo talking about I'm not his only choice. But he said he got other options. Baby, this show is not about you or me. And if you have that many options, please go with your other options. Now I'm done with that conversation. Moving forward.
Baby.
Okay. Mm.
Mm.
Well, see, and what you said, Michelle, makes complete sense. Like, because when you're younger, we could do it anywhere, right? And we accept it. We could be out on the grass with rocks on the basketball court with rocks and glass sticking you in the ass. But when you older, you want to do it in the sexy setting, in the bedroom, in the tub, in more romantic places. Versus that when you're young, you can do it anywhere and get it in. They can bend you over the seat of the couch, the seat of the car. You can get it away anyway. But now that I'm older, I want to be comfortable and enjoy it. So I would like to be taken to the boudoir. Get me in the room so I can lay back and stretch out. You ain't got to be all them cramped up pretzel positions in
Exactly.
somebody's back seat.
But that's what Michelle was saying. It's more about quality than quantity. When you have that intimate time together and it takes you to that place, you don't need it that often. You don't need it that often because that intimacy and that bond will be amazing if it's a
Yeah.
healthy and happy relationship. Not saying it's all gonna be a bed of roses because you're gonna have your days, but makeup sex is some of the best sex you can ever have.
Hmm.
Makeup sex.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's
you know,
good.
I never had. Let me tell you why I never had makeup sex because even when I was mad, I was getting it in. You know, so it wasn't that I wasn't mad no more. It was sex. The makeup
Hmm.
is that the makeup? The sex part is that the makeup part?
After you fight, yeah, after you guys have fought and now like you want to work thing, ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
I have sex mad, but because I never
That's
believed
angry
in.
sex, Reese. That's angry sex.
Oh, okay, sorry. I forgot I'm different. I forgot all that whooping and abuse. Okay, I have an angry. Okay, no need for makeup sex. I'm still mad at you. So angry sex. Okay,
Ooh.
but she said, Bernice, tell me why makeup sex is the best sex, Bernice.
I feel like it's because you're using your anger and your body to say, "Baby, I'm sorry."
Yep.
So all those emotions going together, and you're uniting physically. I feel like it brings out so much passion and all those things.
So it's apologetic sex. I'm sorry sex.
It's makeup sex. You making up. Y'all had a fight. Yeah,
Hmm.
baby, I'm sorry.
Hmm. You're not still angry, Reese. Not still angry with your partner. You guys are kind of, because again, I don't know if this is going to sound weird, but it's like after you've had a fight, it's more of kind of like I carry all the tension and stress like in my shoulders. So afterwards, it's just kind of you have this release, you're into your partner, you're being intimate. And like she said, it's like, I'm sorry, I still love you. I didn't mean to call you a piece of shit. Just made me angry.
Mm. And while you doing it, you piece of shit, you work hard. You piece of shit. You know, I thought you were sorry that you called me. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out because I never had you know what? I'm missing a lot of steps here. You know, and my quirky, messed up sex life or my love life is just so jacked. I'm missing a lot of steps that I didn't get a chance to do when I was younger. I got to make up for lost time. I got to get out there, get in a relationship, get mad at them, and have some good makeup sex.
Mhm.
And say, I forgive you. Come get it. Just take me. So that, do we as women, since makeup sex is the best sex, do we get out there and do we start fights so we can have sex?
Why you need to start a fight so you can have sex? Boy,
So you can
please.
have the makeup sex.
No, no, no,
So you
no.
can have that angry sex. Because to me, angry sex and makeup sex kind of, like,
No.
after you
If
get
I
it, then you're
want
not
it,
angry no more.
if I want it, I don't care if you sleep. I don't care if you in there playing the game, watching football. I'm gonna get it. Purr. So I don't need to start a fight to have sex.
Mm-mm.
To get the makeup sex. You got to have a fight to get the makeup sex.
But I'm not gonna start a fight to have sex. That's just it. Don't make sense for me.
Mhm.
But in life you're gonna have disagreements.
Yes.
But I want a relationship where I have passion anyway. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm multitasking this morning. My granddaughter playing with my fingers and whatnot.
That's okay.
What is the audience saying? What is the people saying?
A lot.
But they are saying a lot.
Oh shucks, they love them sex talk. Why do men always chime in on the sex talk with the makeup sex? Do the man be mad at the woman and try to beat the coochie up? So I'm gonna beat it up.
The thing about it is makeup sex is the best sex to me. I see somebody saying other things, but I think it's different for everybody because we're all individuals. So what may be the best to me may not be the best to everybody else. It's who you are. It's who
Yeah.
you are. But I feel like for me, makeup sex is some of the best sex there is. But if you have that bond again and that connection, I feel like it will be good. You'll have that connection. I like Louisa was saying, I like quickies. It turns me on.
Louisa didn't say that. Read me what Louisa say.
She said there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the quickie. Sometimes quickies can be mind blowing.
I want it longer. I'm greedy.
Well, that's just a taste for what's to come later. Cause
Okay.
you ain't getting enough. So
a quickie isn't for a woman to get off. A quickie is just to get a taste of what's to come later. So the man to get off, but the woman not necessarily, huh?
But sometimes I can't speak for everybody. For me, sometimes it's a turn on pleasing your man. Yeah, I know. For me, yeah, we got that quickie. I'm giving you a little tease. I'm giving you the eye. Yeah, baby, you enjoying this, right? Wait till later.
Yeah, it's a turn on, but I want to get off. Don't turn me on and then get me off. I mean, turn on is a turn on, but I want to get it off. I want to blow one. Shoot.
I mean, like I said, it's different for everybody. Everybody's a different person, so we can't judge one person's sexual life like ours because we're different people. So it varies across the board.
And I think
that's why I'm having this conversation so we can get everybody's input, not just in our circle, but in the group and as well, and what everybody is saying.
They're speaking, and everybody has a different opinion. You know, on what's good for them. That's why it's so important to get a mate you match with.
Yes.
It's so important to get a mate you match with because, you know, like I said, I'm just a woman. I enjoy pleasing my man. It turns me on. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, like I said, it varies across the board. Everybody's different. And I'm not saying makeup sex is the only sex I like. No way. No.
Look, we know it's the only sex you like.
I mean, I'm a very private person. Like for me, I like the idea of being watched without knowing somebody's really watching me. If you standing right there trying to watch me, that's a hell no for me. But the idea of it, girls, be quiet.
The baby was like, wait a minute, Grandma.
They starting a parade, y'all. All these people out here.
Oh.
Any firemen in the parade?
Girl, I can't see them. They got on coats and all this stuff, girl.
Now, I'm going to go out there and give me a fireman and get mad at him and say, makeup sex. You want to have makeup sex? You want to have some makeup sex? We're going to make up the fact that we together.
Ernest said, I love go-go sex.
I get in there. Oh, Bob. Ernest want to go. Oh, Bob. See? He better go. Bend it over, girl. Bend it over, bust open, girl.
Well, everybody's different. Like for me, I'm not into go-go, so that's not in my book of, you know, things.
You want the slow jam sex?
No, girl, please. There's more to me. Like I said, I ain't getting 9 kids by fasting and praying.
Look, we're gonna I'm gonna have some makeup sex because I'm gonna make up a reason to have sex with somebody I don't know. That's a makeup sex.
Don't say that on here. You know, Slicky Woober's gonna go run and tell Mom on you.
Yeah, he already said he gonna tell on me.
Well, if you gonna tell on me, that's double jeopardy.
Hey, Monty said, are you going to pull your handicap tag out of your bra doing that?
You know what? You know what? I'm going to pull the handicap tag out and give it to him because after I finish with him, he going to be needing the tag, not me. That's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hang that tag around somebody's neck. Who's going to be my victim? I'm like the Candy Man. Please be my victim.
Butterman said, swingers party coming up, Reese. What you gonna do?
From the chandelier?
Hi, Grandma.
No. You said a swingers party?
Yeah.
No. The ones
I'm not into the swingers party. I'm into the private party. You know, one at a time. I can knock them down one at a time. I ain't with that group sex, that gang bang. I ain't with none of that stuff. I ain't with the bubble kiss. What you call it? Bukakis. I ain't none with the kabuki. I ain't in none with none of that. I like one-on-one. One-on-one. That's what I like. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get off the porch this year, y'all. I've been sitting on the porch barking at the gate too long. I'm gonna go out the gate this year. I'm gonna find me the one, because I'm gonna find me the me for me. I'm gonna find, but that person going to find me, and I'm going to open up and let myself enjoy what life has to offer instead of being such a prude. And I may have to give me some makeup sex. Y'all say that's the best sex. I'm gonna find some makeup sex. What y'all thinking? Michelle, Bernice? We froze.
I'm back.
We froze.
We all froze a little bit.
Everybody froze.
And you were just getting on telling everybody how you're going to go to the party and knock everybody down.
One at a time, like a bowling pin. Straight. Knock them down one at a time. Never, not in a group, just one at a time. No, I just said this year is going to be the year that Mr. Right, whoever's going to find me, and I'm going to be open and let it happen. Because sometimes I do act like a hard ass. And sometimes, Ernest said something and I had to think about it. He said, I think you make up excuses not to like a person. And I had to do some soul searching in my heart. And he was right. I didn't see that in me. I didn't think that that's what I was doing. But after a while, now this is not often that Ernest is actually right.
Oh.
This is very rare that he's actually, especially when it comes to me. But he hit the hammer. He hit the nail on the head. It was just,
when you've been hurt a bunch of times, it's not that you are looking for reasons to not like that person, right. But there are triggers. And I'm even if I'm into someone and something triggers me to where I'm like, I get anxiety and my head starts spinning. And I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's going to go out and do this. Or now maybe he doesn't like me or much. Or maybe this girl's contacting him and now he's going to run off. I mean, I am secure enough to know, but it's been based on my experiences. And until you get to trust someone, it's hard to again, I'm looking to protect my heart and my emotions. If you start taking them for granted and pooping on them, I'm going to leave. And I'm going to find them reasons not to like you.
Because I felt like there's no need for me to let my guard down or get to know anybody because it's going to be for a short time. There's no need because, and Michelle, you have seen me in action with dudes coming to me. And I'm not talking about just the DJ Swag, but other people approaching me. And I'm just a little magnet because I'm telling everybody, no. I will play with you. I will tease you. I will talk mess with you. But when it comes to, okay, I'm going home, you go your way, I go my way.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm coming on home with you, I'm going home. It's none of that. It's like, okay, thank you for the shits and giggles. Good night now. Good night, y'all. It's like that. And because I'm like, I don't want to get nothing started that's not going to be, real. I just haven't found a strong enough connection to make me think, okay, that this is going to be real, because I would love to have sex every day. But it's sex. Let's get some rose. But I would love to. It's so much stuff that I want to do. Yeah. But I want to do that with a partner that's compatible, like Bernice said, finding the right partner, and someone that's deserving of all this goodness. Because I'm the diamond. I am the diamond. So, stuff like that. Yeah. So what are the people saying on the side?
Well, let's see.
Where Bernice go?
Well, people are saying, Luis, Butterman said, scared money. Reese, you are all talk. Reese better be one hell of a BJ on deck. Oh
no!
Louisa said makeup sex doesn't have to be after an argument. It could be making up from the sex you haven't had. Very true. Very, very true.
Oh, then then I would like that makeup sex, Weezy.
Yeah.
That's like taking a test later. 100.
Louisa said, "You have to learn to trust yourself, Reese. Intimacy is more important than sex. You have to learn how to have intimacy in order for you to have great sex." Yes, Lord, intimacy.
Mhm.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
But I can't get no intimacy when jokers. Well, that ain't gonna count. I ain't even gonna play with that one because it is gonna get it started up again. I ain't even gonna play with that. I'm about to say about when people come over, drink up your wine. You'll never be intimate with me.
Monty said, "DJ Slicky going to give you a pregnant lip."
Mm.
I know he always going to see, and I'm calling 1-800 child abuse on him. Threatening to hurt somebody. Slick, you better stop trying to hurt somebody. If I give him a flat tire.
Mm. I'll write you up there, Reese.
I love you.
What you say, Michelle?
I said I'll write you up there. Don't worry, I got you. I'll be
Thank
your
you.
driver.
Thank you. Yes, Slicky. Because I said I got all the ladies got my back. I said white Michelle, black Michelle, Nene, Bernice, Misha.
Oh.
I got and Slicky Slicky was like, they ain't got your back. And I was like, yes, they do. They telling you, Slicky, don't mess with the Gohan, Slicky.
Michelle, you have a comment.
I saw that comment. I need to sit back, apparently. Haha, very funny.
He can't see your headlights.
Now, who said that?
Monty, don't be showing them off.
Monty said that?
Monty said that. Monty, it's too cold to show them off. Maybe when the
I
summer
am
comes.
shocked that Monty said that. No,
Catch you when
he
they
must
heat
have
up.
commandeered his controllers and said that. That's
Louisa
a Slicky
said-
move.
Louisa said, "You find intimacy with yourself. Intimacy equals into me. I see. Looking within to find everything you need." Go ahead, girl. That's the Blue Phoenix right there. She be
That
talking.
was
Oh.
really good.
He's the mentalist.
Yes,
Yeah.
queen.
See, here on the Morning Mac show, we got our doctor mentalist, we got our sex doctor, and we got our black advocate, activist doctor. This is just where you come and get healing. Where you come and get healing. We got so many doctors where you come and get healing from this show, from the Morning Mac show.
We try. Guys, spread good vibes, I think. But I think more importantly, we're just honest about our experiences, and that's, I think, this is why I love hanging out with you guys, because we're just sharing our experiences, and it's not for everyone. Sex is an evolution. And I agree with what Weezy had to say. I mean, it's about when we love ourselves enough, that attracts then the kind of person I think that we're looking for.
Yeah.
And it really starts with here, because you value yourself enough that the type of love you want from somebody else.
Yes. And then I love myself so much, sometimes I intimidate people. They was like, oh, I can't do nothing with her. She too wild. How you know until you try?
Well, sometimes the words you speak can actually present who you are. They feel like that's who you are. You speaking it into existence. So sometimes you have to be cautious. Sometimes it ain't what you say, but how you say it.
I am wild, and I'm very dangerous, and I'm very intimate. I'm very passionate. So before you can get on this ride or ride this, I need you to fill out a disclaimer that said I'm not responsible for the orgasm that you gonna receive, because it's mind blowing and it might take you out of here. So you right. Y'all need to be scared of me. The right person get me, they gonna have something on their hands.
Well, if people gonna be scared, ain't nobody gonna be willing to approach.
Look, the right man.
No,
I know there's a Paul Bunyan out there somewhere. The right man is gonna be like,
find that freak, but he ain't gonna want what you want. He might want that freak inside you, but he may not want the relationship that you want. So again, what you put out there, a lot of people may take it the wrong way. Just like with Freaky Friday, when you named that show Freaky Friday, people expected to be exactly that. Like you were saying, people was like, the show wasn't freaky enough for me, because it gives off, okay, Freaky Friday. Because when we was growing up and people talked about Freaky Friday, you know what the game was. So
That
that's
was
Yeah.
yeah.
okay. I
Louisa
kept
said
quitting
she
that
think
game.
Louisa said she think that's more of a defense mechanism. Butterman said, "I love the ugly face women make. It shows the inner beauty." LOL. He's
He
so
let that old face that oh. I don't like the faces they make. I remember one time I was with my boo, my boyfriend, and I had to concentrate. And I looked down at him and he was looking at me. I said, "What you doing looking at me? Close your damn eyes." I got offended. I was like, "Why you looking at me? You're supposed to be concentrating. I'm trying to concentrate. You're supposed to concentrate." That was the younger me. That was me in my 20s. You know, made dude close his eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Mm-mm. Actually, I don't like the kind of lover that's silent, like no noise.
I don't like that at all. I hate it.
You like it when they talk to you.
That's right. Make some noise. Do something. Say something.
They
Yeah, that turns me off. If I don't know you into it,
You can look at me.
I never had a lover that was quiet. Nobody mean he not say nothing. I never had nobody not say nothing. How can you have well if it's good, how can you not say nothing?
Exactly. I don't know. I don't understand people like that. That's a one and done for me. Check, please.
I'm like, look, you're not gonna say nothing, George. Are you back there?
It's just I like because it's that connection. You know how things are going. When nobody's making any noise, it's like, does this feel good? Do I got to do this? I mean, like, what's happening?
Yeah. Is it good? Is it good? Is this good? Is that good? Yeah. If I ain't gonna ask, is it good? Is it, you know,
especially when it's new, because you're learning a person and you trying to what turns you on. I don't want you to tell me. I want to find it.
I want to find it because I want to make him moan. I love when they call out my name. I like to hear my name.
It's even better when the toes curl up and crack.
You said the toes curl up
and you can hear him cracking.
Oh, that means he need a good stretch. That's all.
Yes.
Look, well, when it comes to me, when I hear cracking, that means I'm laying on the wrong way. They're like, "Get off of me, Reese, get off of me." And when I hear crack, I'm like, "Oh, too much pressure, too much."
Oh no, Ernest, that's a knot. That's a forever knot. Call me one of them, and that's done.
Call you what?
He said, "Do women like when men call you the B word?" In
no.
Like when he said, like you dirty B or you dirty.
Yeah,
naughty.
It's not. That's a knot. Call me a B and it's over. I'm gonna kick you on the floor.
You know what turns me on when they pull your hair. Pull your hair
I got
back.
no hair. But I got a wig if you want to do that.
You got what?
I said I don't have no hair, but I got a wig if you want to do that. You know.
No, when they pull you, or they could grab you by your neck, Bernice.
No,
that's whatever. But when you pull my hair back and you bite my neck or something like that, or just that like that's a turn off for me.
No, you can't grab my neck. See, that's a trigger point for me. That's a trigger point for me. So it's a lot of stuff you can do, but don't grab my neck. That's a problem.
My shoulders, kissing me down my spine, the small of my back. That
you're giving out all the information.
My neck, my back.
Girl.
Yeah, my ears and my neck. That's like the weak spot. That just that's the kind of get your feet patting. You be tapping your feet. Wait a minute.
Facts, Louisa. That's facts. She said, "No, don't call me a B. I'll stop mid whatever we doing and get dressed." That's right.
Now, what if he call you somebody's name? Somebody else's name.
That works, Steve. That's a turn on.
Would he call you somebody else's name?
He said no. He said we palming butt cheeks like a basketball. That's it. Palm it, smack it, rub it down. Oh no.
Yeah.
But do not No, do not call me a B. I'm not playing.
But
No.
what about when he call you another female's name
Oh,
or a
he's
man's
done.
name?
He left
Now,
me to get cut.
look, what if you would have got and he call you a name, like if you say a dude is which he's a dude, he say you oh Larry, and he call you a man's name.
Oh, Reese!
If he called me a man name, I'm gonna have to cut it off.
Yes.
I'm
No.
jumping the foot. I'm fighting.
Yeah, we going. It's on. It's on.
Honey, what would you call me?
I feel like, is there something you need to tell me?
And I don't care what you would.
Right.
If you accidentally call me a dude's name, it's
Oh, no.
it's a rap. It's like
It's a wrap.
you know what, player, get up off me. You know I'm gone. It's a rap. It's nothing you can tell me. But bye. That's it. No, I don't. There's no room for conversation. Reese, oh, I'm sorry. I meant to call you. I meant to say Reese. I said Johnny. Oh no, no, thank you. I don't want to play with you. No more. No, no. See, that's funny, and that's like that. If you call me another female's name too, I'm out of there. My name not Catherine. Where you get Catherine from? My name not Cat. Don't call me Carolyn. Wait a minute. Who are you thinking about?
Oh,
Clearly, you know, and I found out that's why men say baby and honey, because anybody can be baby and honey.
No,
Yeah.
say my name. I'm like what you call them girls? Say my name. Say my name.
Destiny's
No.
Child.
Destiny's Child.
You know, and I don't mean to be a bugaboo, but like Destiny's Child, we got to go to the left, because this has been the end of our show. We're coming to the end, you guys. But before we go all the way to the end, what's the comment?
Comments from who?
The audience. What are they saying? It's closing time.
It's
She
final.
said, Marisha said, oh hell no. She talked about when you said your dude calling you a man name.
Hell no.
Molly said, "No, it's time for final thoughts." And E said, "I'm gonna call Louisa Fluffy in my dreams." LOL. And Louisa said, "Destiny's Child."
Because you destined to get the hell up out of here. Like we about to go up out of here. Well, guys, this has been another awesome time for the Morning Max Show. Tune in tomorrow, Bernice. What are we talking about tomorrow, Bernice?
Oh, girl, I don't know. You ain't sent me the list.
Yeah. We did. This is especially for you, Slicky. Being outspoken or speaking out. People that's outspoken, they say what's on their mind. Sometimes you don't need to say what's on your mind, because sometimes you need to keep it to yourself. And then being outspoken versus being darn it,
not a turn or something like that.
I just said it. No, I just said it. Outspoken versus being speaking out.
Well, it's outspoken versus being very direct and rude.
No,
Yeah.
speaking out. No, well, when you're outspoken, that's being direct and rude. But when I'm talking about speaking out,
No,
Mm-mm.
that's
Mm-mm.
not. That's not. That's not being rude. When you're outspoken, it just means that
we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. See, because I see we already agreeing and disagreeing there. We talk about people that's speaking out, and there's some people that shouldn't be saying nothing at all.
Got
They
nothing nice to say.
Yeah, well,
Michelle, leave it with something, Michelle. You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, this was a fantastic show. Thank you for having me on. Sorry I'm not going to be able to make that one tomorrow, because I'm very outspoken, and I hope everybody just has a day where it's relaxing and you can find some love and laughter in your life today.
Peace, Lady B. Take us home. What you got to say?
well, this was a broad topic, but what I'm going to say is be true to who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Who you are. Let nobody sway you, because being true to yourself means your peace and your happiness. So love yourself the most.
Amen.
Don't take everything to heart.
Have a heart. Don't take it to the heart. Have a heart. I love you guys. We'll
Love
see you
you.
tomorrow. Because I know I'm going to speak out because I'm outspoken. And I'm going to break the silence. I'm going to BTS with Lady B. We're going to do that.
Yep. Well, this has been RMB, and we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Love you.
Love you. Don't go nowhere, ladies.